Then I did a POV. I did a glow up where I took pictures of me from when I was younger and edited goatees onto them so I would look like Ned Flames, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm hot. That's the glow up. What more can I say? And of course, I had to do a video using the I'm a fucking clown line. So I headed to McDonald's and made a video where I pretended to get the police called on me for scaring the McDonald's employees. I'm a fucking clown. I did not actually scare any McDonald's employees. That whole thing was not real. I did get the Travis Scott burger though. It was just alright, things are getting a little bit crazy. So the good news is my TikToks are really taking off. I have 486 followers. Some of my TikToks have like 4,000 or 5,000 views. Yeah, look at 4,300 views, 4,800 views. The bad news is that it's entirely because people have found out that it's me. For some reason, even though before it was only like 1 out of every 100 people recognized me, now it's like 1 out of every 3 people. So like all my comments are just blowing up with people being like, hey Danny, we know it's you, Danny. Danny, I have caught you in your lie. This was a pretty crazy development. TikTok started off just showing my videos to random people, just like whoever happened to be on the app at the time. But after a while, it seemed like TikTok's algorithm started to realize that most of the people interacting with my TikToks all had one similar interest, and that interest was me. My whole plan kind of assumed that the people who would be seeing these TikToks would just be random people who didn't know who I was, so they wouldn't look too much into the disguise, even if it looked a little bit fake. But at this point, TikTok was exclusively showing my videos to people who already followed me. It was so good at recognizing this pattern, in fact, that a few people sent me screenshots where if you go to the suggested accounts under Ned Flames, it would show my account first. For a second, I thought that my shot of becoming a viral sensation was over. But just then I realized, wait, it doesn't matter. In fact, it actually seemed to be helping a lot. Because so many people were recognizing me due to either my voice or my ill-conceived disguise, people were commenting on my videos, sharing them, tagging people, clicking on my profile to see more. Even the Chicago Bulls mascot was getting in on the action, that nasty little freak. While people were interacting with my TikToks, thinking that they were putting a stop to my unhinged delusions, they were actually fueling them, causing them to show up on more and more people's For You page. And so they did. But there was still one problem. I was having trouble converting people from commenting on my videos to making videos with the song. It seems like all people want to do is comment. They want to comment because they want me to see the comment, they want me to put it in this video, but no one is making TikToks with the song. That's the whole point. I want people to make TikToks with it. I shouldn't say that. A few people have. There's 13 TikToks that I didn't make using this song. And they are people doing the dance. Like this one says, duetting this song every day until my boy Ned Flames gets famous. So that's pretty tight. This kid has made like 3 of them, which I appreciate. I feel like people right now think that this is just a video about me trying to disguise myself on TikTok, and they want to get in the video, so they're commenting. But what they don't understand is, if they do a TikTok with the song, there's a much better chance that they'll be in the video. I think the way to do this is to get back in my disguise and start duetting people who make videos with the song. That will tell people, hey, you gotta make a TikTok. So that's my plan now. I'm just gonna start duetting people who make TikToks with the song. Hopefully that'll bump up that number from 25 to 50,000. Yep. While I was cranking out these duets, I received a notification that made me stop in my tracks. It was a comment from a verified account, one with 1.9 million followers in fact. And he said he was really glad that I wasn't Danny Gonzalez. And after I responded asking him if he liked my song, he said he was gonna duet it. This was my biggest break yet. An account with millions of followers was making a TikTok with my song. I was shaking, foaming at the mouth even, but I couldn't break character. I had to keep my cool. I responded, okay, that sounds good. And just like that, a few minutes later, he posted his duet. And sure, he did directly call me out as being Danny Gonzalez in the duet, but I had a plan for that too. I duetted his TikTok and covered up his text with some of my own. Right after that, things went crazy. TikTok's algorithm kicked it into high gear, dude, and my TikToks went from having a couple thousand views to 10,000, 100,000, 200,000, a million views. The most popular of them all became the glow-up TikTok. Since I was using pictures of myself when I was younger, I wasn't disguised at all, except for the fake goatee. And that combined with my completely undisguised voice made it painfully obvious it was me. But to be honest, that didn't really matter to me. because people were making TikToks with the song. I mean, what more could I really ask for? And sure, a lot of them were just to get my attention or in hopes of being in this video, but some of them weren't. A lot of them were like good original TikToks that got a decent amount of likes and didn't have any reference to me at all. This one's sitting at 18K, 29K, 65,000 likes. Now, to be honest, I don't know if any of these people recognized me or knew that this song was mine and were just doing it to be in the video, or if they just thought it was a sound that they saw other people using. We may never really know, to be sure. But I would bet that a good chunk of the people who saw these TikToks have no idea who I am, and probably just saw these TikToks thinking, oh, this must just be some popular sound that people are using now. And maybe that inspired them to make videos with it. Also, my POV TikTok got removed for violating community guidelines. I guess threatening to stab your ex's boyfriend is frowned upon on TikTok.